Hello, this is Nimi Kanani and welcome to my question and answer video. I'm sorry if I stutter a lot because this is my first time recording my voice in a video. Thank you so much for everyone who wrote a question in my Instagram post. It helps me a lot. It shows me your support and thank you so much. I'm sorry if the recording is bad because I'm recording this from my phone. The first question is, do you watch Studio Ghibli movies? Yes, my mom had a stack full of animated movies and Studio Ghibli was one of them. And my favorite movie is Castle in the Sky. The next question is, what are your biggest inspirations? My favorite artist is Loish, and she inspired me to start digital art. Social media also helped me be inspired because I find a lot of artists on the social media and it helps me push myself to do more art. This also answers the question why I started my Instagram account, because I believe it's important to show your art to the world, and it will be easier for me to find a job because there will be people who can find my art in the internet. I also find myself getting connected with different artists in social media. It makes me not feel alone doing art. For everyone who's asking how to draw hands or drawing anatomy, I recommend you to get an anatomy book like Michael Hampton's book. That's the book we use at our school, and we copy their drawings and it helps us learn the anatomy of the human body. But not also that, you should go to a figure drawing class. I started taking figure drawing class when I was making my portfolio for college, and I noticed how my art skills increased drastically. So I highly recommend you to take a figure drawing class. And if you can't find a figure drawing class, there's a YouTube channel called On Air Video, and they videotape live model and you can practice figure drawing from that. The next question I want to talk about is art block. How I deal with art block is, before I get an art block, I look up a lot of pictures from Instagram and I save them in my phone. Instagram made a new update where you can save photos you like. So I find pictures that has really good lighting, and I take the lighting, I try to put that emotion, that feeling into my drawing. I also found out when I had an art block is because I've been doing a lot of digital art, and when I switched to traditional, I had a lot of ideas to draw. So it's good to switch media, and it helps you bring new ideas. A good advice I heard from my art teacher is also to think that when you're in an art block, it's because your observation in art is improving. So your brain thinks that your art looks bad because you know it's wrong. So to get out of art block, you just have to keep drawing and get better, and your drawing will align with your observation level. It will help you gain more ideas for your artwork. What I believe is, when people get art block, everyone has different meanings. So to overcome art block, I think you should find why you're in the art block, and also think why you're doing art. You have to be passionate to continue. But don't push yourself too much, because if you push yourself to do art when you're in an art block, it'll make you hate art more. So just take a rest, get away from art and try to think your way out of it. Next question is, how old were you when you started drawing? I started drawing since I was 3, and it's because my mom really loves art. So she pushed me to do a lot of things, and it made me love art a lot. The next question is, do you try to be lowish? I do and don't at the same time. Like, I love the way she paints her digital painting, and because of lowish, I wanted to start posting my art on the social media, but I don't want to completely copy her work because I also want to be myself and I want to show what I love. The next question is, if you could give one tip for a new beginner artist, what would it be? I would say is to non-stop drawing. Get a lot of reference pictures and try to make your own artwork. I believe reference pictures are really important when you're making artwork because a lot of Disney artists also use reference. They try to get real reference, like the Moana movie. They went to the Pacific Island to get real references. So they want people to believe the movie they're watching is real. So it's similar when you're making your artwork. You want people to believe that your artwork is alive. The next question is, can you be an artist and only draw one kind of thing, or do you have to be able to draw everything? In my opinion, drawing one kind of thing is kind of boring, but if you like it, you can do that. But if you want to get better at drawing, you'll have to be able to draw everything. The next question is, how is it at Ringling? Are there a lot of Forging students, and how is the animation program? I love Ringling. The people there and the teachers are great, and there's a lot of Forging students. There's a lot of international students. And the animation program, I do not know much yet. I started traditional animation this semester, but the main major for animation is computer animation, and we start animation the second year, so I still don't know what it's like, but I love the school. Their program is really professional, and based on upperclassmen's work, I feel like Ringling will help me become a better artist, and I feel like I already am becoming a better artist. Like my figure drawing teacher, it helps me a lot in my drawing, and I could tell the difference from the first day of this semester to now. The next question is, how long did it take you to get serious with your art? I've been serious in art since when I was little. Like, that's the only thing that I could rely on. And I loved the people's reaction when they saw it. So I knew that I would become an artist when I was older. But I didn't know what kind of art jobs were there until sophomore year. I learned about animation, and I felt like by doing animation, I will improve my drawing skills and the way I observe things. The next question is, any tips for new artists to promote their drawings here on Instagram as me? My advice is to constantly post your artwork so it's active, so people will remember you. And once you start posting more artwork, you'll find out what people like about your artwork. And try to interact with your followers. I think having connections help them to remember you. I believe there's no secret to getting followers. It's just to constantly post. The next question is, any tips for amateurs that just started drawing digitally? My tip is to start on a cheap tablet that you can connect to your computer, not the drawing where you draw on screen. And I recommend the Intuos art tablet because that's the cheapest from the Wacom company. I also started drawing on the tablet where you connect with your computer. I feel like that's the best way to practice before you buy something really expensive. The next question is, have you ever struggled with the patient aspect of becoming a better artist? Like, you have an idea of what you like your art to look like, but you're not quite there yet. How did you develop the patience to keep working and not get discouraged? What I think is that your artwork will never be perfect. As you go along, you'll get better, and you'll see by looking back at your work and comparing it. That's why I like to post a compared artwork on the Instagram, because it motivates me. And I believe that I'll be able to draw what I like that I can't do now. So I keep drawing until I can be able to draw what I wanted to draw from the past. And I make a new goal, and it keeps me going. The next question is, do you have any tips for stylizing anatomy? My advice is to get better at drawing realistic anatomy. Once you get better at drawing realistically, you'll be able to stylize your anatomy more than the people who don't know how to draw real anatomy. Because if you don't know real anatomy, your stylized drawing will look a little weird. So if you want to find style, I feel like you should get better at drawing. And once you get better at drawing, you'll know how to stylize, where to stylize, and how much you want to stylize, and how much you want to push it. I've noticed I stuttered a lot. This is my first time, so I'm sorry. For any questions about how to draw hands and how to draw hair, I can't really do that in this video because I feel like it's better if I do a tutorial. So I'm sorry if I can't answer those questions in this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!